Welcome back to the channel Liberty Coin Value. Today we're diving deep into one of the most fascinating and valuable coins ever discovered in US history, the legendary 1941 Liberty 1-cent coin, a penny that has stunned the collecting world with a market value reaching $33.80 million. Yes, you heard that right, one single penny from 1941, originally worth just 1 cent, is now estimated to be worth over $33 million. How is that even possible? What makes this coin so rare? And could you have a similar coin hiding in your pocket, your piggy bank, or an old drawer? Stick with me to the end of this video, because we will uncover the mysterious history of Liberty coins, what makes them so valuable, how to identify rare and error coins, and why you should check your own collection immediately. This could be the most important coin video you ever watched. Let's get started. The history of the 1941 Liberty 1-cent coin. To understand the incredible value of the 1941 Liberty 1-cent coin, we have to go back in time. The year was 1941. The world was on the brink of World War II. America was gearing up for the conflict, and materials like copper were becoming increasingly vital for ammunition and military production. Most Lincoln cents of that era were minted using a 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc alloy, but due to the wartime demands, experiments and changes in coin composition were taking place across the mints. This resulted in some unusual and unintentional mint errors, including off-metal strikes, double dies, and rare planchet combinations. The coin we now refer to as the 1941 Liberty 1-cent coin is not just rare, it's almost mythical. Although many 1941 pennies were produced, over 887 million, only a handful have been discovered with unusual characteristics, such as minting errors, misstrikes, and off-metal compositions, and these rare examples are what command massive prices on the collector's market today. One particular specimen, discovered in near-mint condition, made headlines when it sold for $33.8 million to a private collector. Why? Because it was a rare mint error, struck on the wrong planchet with extremely sharp detail, and preserved in a nearly flawless state. Now you might be wondering, why are Liberty coins so valuable? The term Liberty coin refers to coins that display the word Liberty prominently on the design, which includes most U.S. coins. However, certain years and designs stand out due to rarity, historical significance, or mint errors. When you combine all three factors, rarity, history, and error, the value skyrockets. For the 1941 Liberty 1-cent coin, it has historical value due to its World War II era minting. It has scarcity because only a few error coins exist. It has collector demand because numismatists recognize its unique place in American coinage. The average 1941 penny may be worth just a few cents to a few dollars depending on condition, but a high-grade error coin or unique variation can sell for millions. That's what happened. With the $33.8 million version, it was unique, verified by top grading agencies, and auctioned in a bidding war between two billionaires. How to identify a rare or error coin? Now comes the exciting part. How can you identify a rare or valuable 1941 Liberty 1-cent coin? Here's what you should look for. Condition: A coin in uncirculated or mint state condition is always more valuable. Look for clear details, minimal scratches, and a strong strike. Mint errors: check for unusual characteristics. Double dies, where letters or numbers appear double. Off-center strikes, where the coin image is misaligned. Wrong planchet, for example, a cent struck on a silver or steel blank. Die cracks, raised lines caused by damaged dies. Repunched mint marks, where the mint mark appears stamped more than once. Mint mark. The mint mark is crucial. You'll find it below the date on the front obverse of the coin. Look for no mint mark. Philadelphia Mint. Some of the rarest 1941 pennies have unusual mint marks or combinations. Weight test: a regular 1941 cent should weigh around 3.11 grams. If your coin is significantly heavier or lighter, it could have been struck on a wrong planchet, and that makes it a potential jackpot. Share your coin details. I'll tell you its value. Now it's your turn to get involved. If you have a 1941 penny or any Liberty 1-cent coin, drop the year and mint mark in the comments below. I'll reply and tell you what your coin could be worth in today's market. You never know. You might be sitting on a coin worth thousands, or even millions. The rise of the 1941 penny to $33.80 million. Let's go back to the famous coin that sold for $33.80 million. This particular 1941 cent was graded by PCGS Professional Coin Grading Service as MS68 red, meaning it was in nearly flawless condition, with full red copper color. But what made it even more valuable was a unique strike error. It was minted on a foreign silver planchet, possibly intended for another country. It was first discovered in a private estate sale and authenticated after detailed analysis. Its rarity, condition, and history made it one of the most sought-after coins in the world, and when it went to auction, it fetched the astronomical price of $33.80 million. It now sits in a high-security vault, owned by a private collector who considers it the crown jewel of American numismatics. Final thoughts. Coin collecting is more than a hobby. So what can we learn from the story of the 1941 Liberty 1-cent coin? Always check your coins carefully. Even the most ordinary-looking penny can be a fortune in disguise. History, rarity, and errors are what drive coin values to the millions. And remember, Liberty coins, especially those minted during significant historical events like World War II, are treasures worth exploring. Whether you're a beginner collector or a seasoned expert, the next great discovery could be yours. If you enjoyed this video and learned something new, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss our weekly deep dives into rare and valuable coins. Share this video with your friends and family. Who knows, they might have $1 million coin too. Drop a comment with the year and mint mark of your coin, and I'll personally respond with an estimate of its value. Thanks for watching. Until next time, keep searching, keep collecting, and who knows, the next $1 million coin might be in your very own pocket. We're about to take a deep dive into one of the most talked about coins in the world of rare collectibles, the 1946 United States Liberty 1-cent coin. This is not just a simple penny, this is a piece of American history, a collector's dream, and as of the current market, this little coin holds a shocking value of $24.8 million. Yes, you heard that right. A coin once used to buy bubble gum in the 1940s is now one of the rarest and most valuable coins in circulation today. So make sure to stay tuned till the very end, because we're not only exploring the rare 1946 Liberty 1-cent coin, we'll also dive into the history of Liberty coins, how you can identify rare and error coins, and at the end, you can comment the year and mint mark of your coin. And I will personally help you determine what it could be worth today. Let's begin. The year was 1946. America was just stepping out of the shadows of World War II. Soldiers were returning home. Families were rebuilding their lives. The economy was transitioning from wartime to peace. Amidst all this change, everyday objects like coins quietly carried the weight of history in people's pockets. The 1946 Liberty 1-cent coin was part of the Lincoln Wheat Penny series, one of the most iconic coin designs in American numismatic history. The obverse featured the image of Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States, created by Victor David Brenner. On the reverse, 2 wheat stalks framed the words 1 cent and United States of America, symbolizing prosperity and growth. Although millions of these coins were minted in 1946, what makes some of them extraordinarily valuable is the presence of rare errors, unique minting variations, and exceptional preservation conditions. There are believed to be only a handful of ultra-rare 1946 Liberty 1-cent coins that were struck with error combinations or came from specific mint batches that have now become legendary among collectors. Some of these coins were preserved in uncirculated condition, while others contain rare double die strikes, off-center prints, or even transitional metal compositions, all of which contribute to their astronomical value. And that's how this seemingly simple penny evolved into a prized treasure worth over $24 million. Let's take a step back and understand the broader history of Liberty coins in the United States. Liberty as a theme has been one of the most enduring and symbolic representations in American coinage since the birth of the nation. From the flowing hair Liberty of the 1790s to the seated Liberty coins of the 19th century, Lady Liberty has taken many forms, each representing freedom, democracy, and the American spirit. Although the Lincoln cent does not display the traditional Liberty figure, it still carries the word Liberty prominently on the obverse. This is a continuation of the American minting tradition. Every coin should carry the ideals the country was built on. Over the decades, some of these Liberty coins have become incredibly valuable, not just because of their age, but because of historical significance: mint errors, low mintage numbers, unique physical conditions, and yes, collector demand. Some Liberty coins, including certain pennies from the 1940s like our 1946 Liberty 1 cent, have crossed into multi-million-dollar territory, making them more valuable than gold bars of the same weight. Now, you might be wondering, could I be holding a rare coin without even knowing it? The answer is yes. Rare and error coins often hide in plain sight. Here's how to identify them. Check for tiny letters below the date on the front of your coin. AD stands for Denver, S for San Francisco, and no mark typically means Philadelphia. Some mint marks are rarer than others for certain years. Use a magnifying glass. Look for things like double die errors, letters or numbers that appear doubled off center strikes. The design is shifted to one side die cracks, raised lines caused by breaks in the minting die wrong planchet errors. When a penny is struck on a dime or foreign coin, blank coins are graded from per P1 to perfect mint state MS70. The better the condition, the higher the value. A 1946 Liberty 1 cent in mint state can command massive prices, especially with errors. Use a digital scale. Regular 1946 cents should weigh about 3.11 grams and be made of 95% copper. If yours weighs more or less, or has a different tone or ring, it could be a rare transitional metal coin. Send your coin to a professional grading company like PCGS or NGC. Certification can increase the value of your coin dramatically. Now back to our star, the rare 1946 Liberty 1 cent coin worth $24.80 million. This specific coin reportedly came from a high-grade, uncirculated batch, preserved in nearly flawless condition for almost 80 years. What made it even more valuable was the discovery of a double die obverse, where Lincoln's image and the word, Liberty, appeared doubled under magnification. This was combined with a very rare transitional planchet, a leftover from wartime coin production. This unique combination has made this coin a holy grail for collectors. When it was auctioned at a major numismatic event, bidding went wild, and it finally sold for a record-breaking $24.80 million. But here's the best part. Experts believe there may still be a few of these coins in circulation, lying forgotten in old jars, piggy banks, or drawers across America. Could one of them be in your house? And now, here's your chance to uncover hidden treasure. Drop a comment below with the year and mint mark of your coin. For example, write something like 1946D or 1958 No. Mint mark. Once you do, I'll personally respond and let you know what its estimated current market value could be. You never know, the coin you've had sitting in a drawer for decades could be worth thousands, or even millions. The world of coins is a world of wonder, mystery, and history. Every cent tells a story, and some tell a story worth millions. The 1946 Liberty 1 cent coin is proof that even the smallest pieces of metal can hold the greatest value. So go ahead, check your change, search your collection, and explore your attic. The next multi-million-dollar coin might be waiting just around the corner. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss another treasure hunting episode here on. Until next time, keep collecting, keep discovering, and remember, 1 cent can change your life. Today we're diving deep into one of the most fascinating, rare, and valuable coins ever minted in the United States, the 1950 Liberty 1 cent coin, a coin that could shock you with its current estimated market value of a jaw-dropping $21.3 million. Yes, you heard that right, this is not just any old penny. It's a historic gem, a numismatic legend, and one of the most sought-after coins by collectors across the world. So sit tight, because in this video we will reveal the full history behind the Liberty 1 cent coins, how to identify rare and error coins in your pocket change, why the 1950 Liberty cent is worth millions, and how you can check the value of your own coin by dropping the year and mint mark in the comments below. Let's begin this thrilling journey through American coin history and hidden treasure. To understand the true worth of the 1950 Liberty 1 cent coin, we need to go back, way back. The story of Liberty on American coinage is as old as the nation itself. From the early days of the U.S. Mint, the figure of Lady Liberty has symbolized freedom, democracy, and national pride. She graced the faces of many denominations, from copper cents to silver dollars and even gold coins. In the case of the Lincoln cent, which began in 1909 to celebrate Abraham Lincoln's 100th birthday, the word, Liberty, has always remained prominent, inscribed beside the profile of the 16th president. Even though the design changed, the spirit of liberty never faded. By the time we reached 1950, America was transitioning into a post-war economy. The coins minted during this time were symbols of hope, progress, and resilience. The 1950 Lincoln cent, bearing the D mint mark from Denver, holds a special place in this story. Why? Because only a limited number of pristine, error-free, and unique variants were struck, making some of them ultra-rare collector's items today. So, what makes the 1950 Lincoln cent so special? Here's the breakdown. Minted at the Denver Mint, which produced around 334 million of these coins. But here's the twist: only a handful of coins survived in flawless, uncirculated condition. Even fewer coins came with unique errors, such as double dies, off-center strikes, or planchet flaws. Among coin collectors, condition is everything. Coins that are mint state MS65 or higher and show no signs of wear are incredibly valuable. Add a rare minting error or a unique characteristic, and the price skyrockets. In 2025, an ultra-rare 1950D Liberty 1-cent coin with a combination of double die obverse, rich red luster, and near-perfect centering sold for an astounding $21.3 million in a private auction. That's right, a single penny, once worth only 1 cent, now worth over $21 million. This coin was certified by a major grading service and was one of a kind in the eyes of experts. The rarity, preservation, and historical relevance all combine to create a once-in-a-lifetime numismatic masterpiece. Now you're probably thinking, do I have a rare coin like this sitting in my drawer? You just might. But you need to know what to look for. Here's how you can identify a potentially rare or valuable Liberty 1-cent coin. Look closely at the date on your penny. For example, the 1950D penny has a small d under the date, meaning it was minted in Denver. Other mint marks include S for San Francisco and no mark for Philadelphia. Some years and mint mark combinations are extremely rare, especially if they have errors. Check for signs like double die when the image or letters are slightly doubled off center, strike when the coin design is not centered properly, repunched mint mark RPM, a mint mark that was struck more than once, clipped planchet part of the coin is missing due to a minting mistake, die cracks or cuts, raised lines or blobs caused by a damaged die. A coin in mint condition MS65 and above can fetch a much higher price. Check for sharp details, lack of scratches, and strong luster. Use a magnifying glass or coin loop and handle your coins carefully to avoid damage. Let's do something exciting right now. Type the year and mint mark of your coin in the comments below. For example, if you have a coin that says 1950D, just type 1950D. I will personally go through your comments and help tell you what your coin might be worth in today's market. Don't miss this opportunity. Your pocket change could be worth a fortune. So what is the real market value of Liberty 1-cent coins? Here's a rough guide. Common Lincoln cents from the 1940s, 50s, usually worth between 1 and 10 cents, unless in uncirculated condition. Uncirculated 1950D coins, worth anywhere from $1 to $50. Depending on condition. Rare error coins or MS67 1950D pennies worth thousands to millions of dollars, especially if certified by top grading services like PCGS or NGC. And of course, the 1950D coin with a market value of $21.3 million is in a league of its own. Collectors and investors across the world are willing to pay premium prices for unique, historical, and high-grade coins. So the next time you pick up a penny, take a second look, because that small coin in your hand could be part of American history, or even worth millions of dollars. The 1950D Liberty 1-cent coin is living proof of that. If you enjoyed this deep dive into rare coins, do 3 things for me right now. Smash that like button, tap subscribe, and turn on all notifications, and comment the year and mint mark of your coin below so I can help estimate its value. This is your host from But remember, treasure is always closer than you think. Sometimes it's just 1 penny away.